It was in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 52 that Vegeta arrived on planet Yardrat and learned that the people of Yardrat were not blessed with the wealth of techniques. Instead, they focused all of their studies on spirit control, and from that, their techniques are born. In Part 1, we discussed the technique that I believe Vegeta can possibly learn through spirit control and could possibly give us the backstory we've all been wanting and hoping for. And if you haven't checked out that video yet, I'll leave the link to the video in the comment section below. Now for Part 2, the technique I believe Vegeta can possibly learn is an 8 inner gates type technique. Now let me explain. In the anime Naruto, the 8 inner gates are explained as chakra limiters that one must open to release the hidden lotus. 2 of the gates are located in the head, which are referred to as the gates of opening and rest. Gates 3 through 7 are located from the beginning of the spinal area to the end of the spinal area and are referred to as the gates of life, pain, closing, joy, and shock. The purpose of the 8 inner gates or chakra limiters, and we got to keep in mind that chakra is the same thing as energy or ki. And the purpose of the 8 inner gates is to limit the flow of that chakra, energy, or ki through one's body. The lotus applies extreme pressure to those inner gates, forcing them open, allowing the user to release the restraints on their chakra, increasing their strength several tens of times, which to me can mean up to, but not limited to, 90 times. Now, not to give a breakdown on what each of the 8 gates do, I'll just go into detail on the first 3 because they are more prevalent to the subject at hand. Gate 1, the gate of opening, releases the brain's restraints on one's muscles, allowing the user or the person who is opening the gates to use their muscles to its fullest potential. When one opens the second gate, the gate of rest, that user or a person's stamina and speed is increased to unimaginable levels. When one opens the third gate, the gate of life, they enter the hidden lotus. When dealing with the first 1 to 3 gates, it is referred to as the primary lotus. Now that I've explained the basic components of the 8 inner gates, let me explain how this could relate to Vegeta and his mastery of spirit energy. Vegeta can only learn the techniques of the Yardrats if he devotes his time to mastering his spirit energy. That is where their techniques are born from. When you use the 8 inner gates and you are able to master your energy to a level that you are able to release the limits on your energy, you are gifted abilities that you would not be able to use if you did not have a mastery of opening the gates. For instance, when one masters opening the first gate, they obtain an ability called the primary lotus. When you open the second gate and your muscles are at a 100%, it affects your body by revitalizing the muscles, basically granting you the ability to heal. When you open the third gate, the user gains a technique called the reverse lotus. When you open the 6th gate, you can perform a technique called Morning Peacock. Opening the 7th gate allows the user to perform a technique called Daytime Tiger. And opening the 8th gate, the final gate, grants the user 2 techniques. One I would call a transformation, but that's just me. And that would be called Evening Elephant and Night Guy, but the transformation grants the user power 100 times greater than what they can normally output. That's right, opening the gates grants the user power 100 times greater than they can normally output. That is ridiculous. So imagine Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta times 100 or even times 90. That is unbelievable. And the whole parallel here is that once you learn how to master the 8 inner gates, you obtain the techniques that I previously stated. And once you learn to master your spirit energy in Dragon Ball, you obtain the techniques that the Yardrats use. And even when you look at the techniques that the Yardrats use, that the king of Yardrat who taught Goku showed us, those same techniques are oddly similar to the techniques used in Naruto. And even though some of the techniques that was used in Naruto have already been used in Dragon Ball, like the shadow clone or whatever, Goku's them shadow clones are images of themselves after images of themselves who cannot deal any damage. Who's to say that the clones that the Yardrat showed Vegeta can't help Goku in battle? If you like anything I had to say, drop me a like. Comment down below what you think Vegeta could learn through mastering spirit control. Subscribe to your boy. I've been sick, but I'm back. I holla at you. You dig?